This is KUGAN CASSIUS here with Frank Warren at the Lee vs Saunders London press conference. That was quite entertaining, that press conference, Frank.
It was good because you've got two quality fighters there who've obviously got respect for each other, and I'm really looking forward to this fight. This is a real good quality fight. I've been around a long time. I've promoted lots of fights, but this has got class all around it, and it's got an added ingredient of pride. I know all boxers are proud, but this is about bragging rights in the travellers community, and I think that's going to add more to the mixture, and I think it's going to actually bring out more of the fighters. I mean, this is an electric fight. It's a great fight on the night.
Obviously, it's no secret, and for people that don't know, this is the first world title fight that's involving two travellers, and amongst the community it's huge, and like I said, there's a bit of history on the line there come September the 19th.
We have. I've created a little bit of history already. Andy's the first traveller to win a world title. Bill's the first traveller to ever win a Lonsdale belt already, and now we got the two of them together, so there's that aspect to it. But more importantly, they are two good quality fighters. Bill's undefeated, mandatory challenger. He's won the British, Commonwealth, European. His amateur record is impeccable, represented his country at 18 years of age in the Olympic Games. ABA champion, represented England. Andy also was in the Olympics, the 2004 Olympics. He represented his country. World champion. Got a tremendous punch. He's shown in fights that you can never take him out of the equation. Even if somebody's in front, he has the ability to turn that fight around with one single punch, and has done that recently on a few occasions. And Bill's got a great chin. He's a good boxer. He's got a good boxing brain, and he knows that he's got to be at his best, as Andy does for this one. And as I say, I think they're going to both bring their A game to this fight on the 19th of September.
The Billy Joe world title route hasn't been easy. Obviously, it all stemmed back from last year when he was made mandatory to fight Korobov. Steps aside to fight Eubank, and then allow obviously Andy Lee to fight and beat Korobov. But it has been a long few months for Billy Joe, but he's finally got here, and he'll get his shot against a very good champion in Andy Lee.
Oh, without a doubt, it is, and he's going into the other guy's backyard, which again shows the temperament of Bill. That he's not worried about that. But Andy's been won his title in the other guy's backyard, so he's shown what a warrior he is, going on the road to win it. So the pair of them, they got great. They're seasoned warriors. Don't care where they fight, long as it's a ring, and they're there to do the business. And as I say, Bill's paid all his dues, and he's fought his way into the #1 spot by winning the various titles I mentioned earlier, and thoroughly deserves his opportunity.
Obviously, the undercard for September 19th will be split between yourself and Adam Booth. There was a little bit of banter about what potentially could go on there, but from your side of it, Frank, who are you looking to put on it?
Liam Smith will fight on there, and we'll be naming the other guys in the next week. Adam's got a few of his fellas on there. I think Richard Towers. Well, I'll leave that for him to announce. But there'll be a strong British and Irish flavour, obviously, and see where we go from there.
Obviously, it's been a huge social outcry for Gary Spike O'Sullivan to be on this bill, but that can be talked about as well.
Well, yeah, I'm quite sure that I'm sure there's a good chance of that happening. We want a very strong undercard, but let's not take the facts away. It's the main event that we're all looking to see. That's the fight that matters, and the rest of the guys, obviously, we want to make it as attractive as possible with the rest of the guys on the undercard. But the main event is what it's all about.
And the possibility of Adam Booth's half not containing all males as well. That seemed to. Well,
that's his call. That's his call. As I mentioned on many occasions, women's boxing, I appreciate all their work, their hard work endeavours, their self-belief, and all what they put into to make their careers, whether they win titles or not. And I applaud them for that, but I don't particularly like watching it. But that's a personal view, like some people's personal views are not to watch men box.
It is what it is. This week, Frank, Friday Night Lights from Wembley Arena. Obviously, Billy Joe Saunders is actually fighting on that bill. Hasn't been in the ring since November last year, so it's important for him to, to at least get a few rounds in.
Yeah, he needs to shake a bit of rust out of his system, so he'll do that, and hopefully that'll set him up and get him focused. Physically he'll be there, but more mentally, I think he needs that, so that'll get him focused on what he's doing on the 19th of September.
Friday night also sees the return of Derek Chisora, which should be very interesting to get him back into the heavyweight mix, Frank.
Yeah, well, he's got a long, hard road back, but Derek, he'll fight anybody. He was asking for a tougher fight, tougher opponent. But he's fighting who he's fighting, and then after that, we'll see where he goes. But I'm pleased Derek's still in there, and we'll see what he's got, what he's got to offer. I'm sure, looking at him, he looks in tremendous condition.
A fight that had been talked about not too long ago was the possibility of Chisora and David Price. David Price, unfortunately, suffering a second round knockout defeat to Erkan Tepe last Friday. So it kind of leaves David.
That's not going to happen. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Unfortunately for David, it just wasn't to be. And it's a shame for him and a shame for British boxing. But he's. I know what it is. We say he get knocked out. I think one of the problems is more. It's probably. I think with David, a lot of it's more mental than physical.
The biggest disappointment, obviously, undoubtedly, Friday night is that Frank Buglioni won't be fighting Children, and it must have been such a frustrating, obviously, time for yourself and Team Buglioni as well.
Well, it was. Frank really works hard and has been preparing, obviously, for that, and it's a big come down for him mentally. And I suppose in some ways, as far as the fight's concerned, but he's trained as the other guys have, so we've kept the card together. They're all going to still fight on the Friday, and then Frank, if it comes through okay, we're going to reschedule that fight for the 26th of September at Wembley.
Right, so Frank will get his shot.
He's got to get through Friday night first. Don't know hiccups.
Absolutely. All right, Frank. Thanks for talking to us, and I'm sure I'll catch up with you.
See you next week.
See you next week, indeed. Thank you very much.